Alright, this is my RV-12. I'm a co-owner in this plane. And we're going to take a walk around. We're in the middle of the 2018 annual, so we'll take a look at some of the projects going on, see what we're doing this year. This is a pretty big annual. Had a couple of service bulletins that came out in February, and we're having to get those completed during the annual. This is most of the plane. The rest of it's over here. This is the wings. On the floor there, you see the lower cowling. Around the corner here, the fuel tank's out. There's the upper cowling and the wheel pants on the ground there. That's the whole wing stand we built for it. Lean both wings up against. Here's the plane all pulled apart. We're installing the angle of attack during this annual. So that tube has been added. It runs through the fuselage. You see we have everything open so we can inspect everything. That tube runs right along and back. You can see it's hanging down into the tunnel there, ready to be attached to our air data computer, which is up top, mounted there. Also, you can see straight through to the back because that's the service bulletin that we're working on. Panel's intact, but of course we have this open. Carburetors are off the engine. Walk around and take a look. You see the ones off of that side. Carburetors are over on the workbench. We had to replace the pitot tube, and the bearing in the spinner had significant wear on it, so that's a brand new pitot tube sticking right out the middle of the prop, which is a relatively unique design. You don't see that in a lot of planes. Going on around, there's a new comm antenna installed on the bottom there. That's an external connection for a handheld. I'm also going to use it for my handheld ham radio. I like to fly to watch the rocket launches at Cape Kennedy, and they have a ham radio group that rebroadcasts the launch. That radio, external antenna, is right there under our end number. Looks like a little audio plug. We have a cable that allows you to plug into there, and then a BNC connection to a radio. Going on around, we'll look at what's going on in the back here, because that's the big service bulletins. You see our entire stabilizer, stabilator on this plane. It's a flying wing essentially. It's been removed, and we're installing those service bulletins. We'll walk over and see the progress on the stabilator. Alright, to get the key to open the hangar where our stabilator is located, I have to get it out of this hangar. This is another RV-12 that's currently being built. One built by high school students. Of course, looks very similar to ours without paint, and it's very far along in the build. It'll be flying soon. They also happen to be doing, at the same time, the same stabilator service bulletin. So we're working together on it. Doing our plane first, so we'll learn all our lessons on our plane and make this one that much better. This is where our plane, this hangar was where our plane was built. And I'll grab the keys for the hangar next door. This one, a lot like ours, is open, but they have their fuel tank installed. We had to pull ours out for the annual, and the back panel's closed up. They also have the latest Skyview system. Some minor improvements to it. I like it. I'm looking forward to seeing how that works in flight. Let's head next door. Here's our stabilator. We're in the middle of the service bulletin. See the control horns are pulled off, and we're adding a doubler plate to it. And there's several other small doubler plates laid out on the table here. From what we've read through, we've got 4 of these to install. They're going to go in place just like so. direction, just like so. And these brackets get replaced right here. The bracket actually will fit underneath here and be a more supported piece. See also the trim tab is pulled off here. That's another service bulletin. Here's the instructions for it. The one we're working on here this is the 18/2/2 bulletin, February 2nd, 2018. That's for the front spar of the stabilator. That's these little pieces we're reinforcing it with. The trim tab also has a service bulletin. You see it's pulled apart here. And that's about ready to go. I just need to prime those and then rivet it together, and that will be done pretty quickly this morning. That's the February 2018. This is February 3rd, 2018, the day after they released the service bulletin to work on this one. So that's about all I have for you. These are the wings from the new build, the canopy from the new build next door. And I'm going to get to work.